Hey, Rob Thomas is opening up the season at the Chateau Ste Winery on Thursday, the 13th of June. Welcome.
Thank you.
Are you excited?
I am. Music and wine, are you kidding me?
That's the magic combination.
that sounds like my favorite
That's
night.
true. The only sound louder than the band at the winery is usually the clinking of the wine bottles in the background.
if you do it right.
Yeah. Jeanne was talking about how she found out that you have something in common.
Pet rescue.
Yes.
How many dogs do you have?
Well, we have two, but we have a foundation, Sidewalk Angels Foundation, and
Yeah.
we work with about 30 different no-kill shelters around the country, working with a lot of rescue, bringing animals from out of places where they have catastrophes. You know, there's been more and more of those, and helping
My
animals.
dog was rescued from
We have a
from
Puerto
turtle.
Rican. We have a Puerto Rico Sato dog.
Oh,
and
wow,
we have a
good.
puppy mill rescue as well.
Wow. Well, I just wanted to say thank you for what you're doing for the doggies. Because
Well, I saw the van downstairs from Motley Zoo, so those guys are around here doing good things too.
Yeah.
Seems like so it's really exciting.
it's a big dog-loving town.
Yeah, I love that about Seattle. I do.
All right, back to the music.
Yeah.
We were wondering what you do as a pre-show ritual before you go out on stage for a live show. Anything with your band or like a circle of love before you start?
We do. We have the circle of rock. We all get into a circle, and because I think what's happened is when you're out on the road, everybody, they have lives at home and they have other things that kind of creep into your brain, and for that 2 hours you feel like people pay money that they deserve your full attention, right? So if we get into a place where no matter what's going on, we put everything aside, we just look at each other, we just have one comment, like whatever you're feeling today. They could be as random as anything, and then we all kind of get in together, and then that way we're all ready when we step on stage.
Nice.
We should try that every morning.
Yes.
We should try a little
Circle of love.
Yeah, later.
And then, do you have any essential? And rock star writers are kind of legendary for all the ridiculous things that are.
Yeah,
in there,
not
but
so much anymore.
Is there anything? Yeah, probably that's true. Is there anything essential that you must have in your backstage area when you're on a tour?
Really, no. I mean, other than a guitar. You always want to have. You can never be too far from one, just in case inspiration strikes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's smart.
So other than that, I think it's all gear. Like it used to be pretty elaborate, just because you're a kid and you can. You know what I mean?
Right.
But then, really, you get this sense, and you start to realize that, somebody has to do that. Somebody has to go get all that stuff, and it's, you know what I mean?
Yes, exactly.
So it's just we had we get older, we have dietary restrictions, so we need gluten-free bread on our rider and stuff like that.
Metamucil, right here.
Yeah, dress those cables. I don't want to fall and break a hip.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
I wanted to ask you about this, and this is kind of from days gone by, but I never realized this about your performance on "Smooth," the Santana song. That you wrote that thinking George Michael would sing it. Is that true?
He was one of the people I had in mind. I had been singing. I was just a writer at the time on it.
Right.
I wasn't supposed to be the guy singing it, and I was sitting with Clive Davis going over different people, and I know I threw George's name in the hat, and I think Bon Jovi's name popped up. There were a few other people, and then Carlos. I was the one that sang on the demo when I wrote it. So Carlos was like, "Well, I like this guy's voice. Does he sing?"
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh yeah, no, he does."
Yeah, he's kind of the.
He's like a rock star. Yeah, but I also read that he at first he couldn't tell if it was a man or a woman on the demo. Have you ever heard that?
Oh no, but I love that.
I was like, how can that be?
When I first started out, I was going through LA one time, and there was a station playing, and they were doing this whole bit about how they would play a little bit of me, and they play a little bit of Cher. They play a little,
No
they play a little
way!
bit of Cher, and they'd be like, and you've never seen them in the same room at the same time.
Oh, jeez.
So that because when I was my earlier voice, it was a little more southern. It was a little, it was a little higher in tenor,
Yeah.
And it was a little more like our turn back time,
What, you know what? We're going to have to revisit that.
Yeah.
That sounds kind of fun. If there was one artist that you could collaborate with, who's on your dream?
Yeah, it was, and I did it. It was always Willie Nelson when I was when I first started. That was always, and I wound up writing 3 songs for him on one of his albums, and we've played numerous shows with him, and got to buddy up because he's always been my hero.
He's just wonderful to watch
He's the
speaking.
best. Oh, he's the best.
Like the
He's
Church
just
of Willie.
the most genuine person ever. I've been really fortunate, I think, to work with some of those legends. Him and Carlos, of course, who's become a really good friend, and Mick Jagger, and this guy. I think those are the kind of people you can learn stuff from. You can't learn anywhere else,
Yeah.
And just to follow up on that, if there's any animal, factual or fictional that you could work with, who would that be?
Oh, a liger.
Excellent answer.
Good to
All
know.
right. The Chip 2 Smile Tour is underway, and Rob Thomas is kicking off the season at the Chateau Ste Winery on Thursday, the 13th of June. Thanks for coming up to the
Good
Sound.
to see you guys. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.